Yeah, it's been a really rough and interesting few days. Got a flu shot. I have to get one every year, so I don't have a great immune system. And I ended up getting sick. And on top of being sick, my wife and I got a new puppy. His name's Gizmo, and he's awesome. But with puppies come a lot of care and love and, medical issues. Unfortunately, he's got what they call kennel cough. My wife has to take him today to go get some deworming powder because apparently he's got a couple little parasites. But other than that, he seems okay. His heart's okay. His lungs are clear. That's my puppy update. He's a cool little dude. I'm going to try to see if I can get fourth wall. I'm going to see if I can get him a little Echo Craft or Renegades t-shirt. Anyway, yeah, I've been kind of quiet. Like I said, I haven't been feeling well, and plus dealing with the puppy, it's been tough to get online and do some cool stuff. But I'm back. I'm on my way to the salt mine right now. Got to work late, and yeah, Samurai's Jam was great last night. I really enjoyed it. It was cool chatting with everybody in the chat. I saw that Patch Dog was in the chat. That was pretty cool. Uncle Jerry, Karen, everybody was in the chat. It was great. It was a good time. But yeah, man, one of the things that attracted me to Samurai's channel was the way he just does these improvisational jams where he just puts stuff together and starts jamming out, man. It's great, and I like that. I think it's neat. I wish I could do more of that. I'm a very structured individual. Hopefully I can overcome that, because these live chats that I've been doing, these are pretty unconventional, unstructured kind of things, So yeah, it's a beautiful fall day here in New England. It's sunny out today. Yesterday was rainy and cold. And I don't know what the temperature is. Let's see, what temperature is it? It is 51 degrees out. So it's, a nice fall day. Got some beautiful trees. Cruising up the highway soon, and there's going to be beautiful trees. And yeah, looks like a good time. Anyway, I came across a company called Twisted Synths, I guess it's called, or I forget. I'm bad with names. Look at those trees. Can everybody see those trees? Look at that New England. Look at that New England tree. Woo! Yeah. Anyway, so I threw it out there to Samurai to see if he knew what was going on. If he knew anything about this company. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, I thought I'd check it out, and I think I'm going to do that tonight when I get home if I have time, and I'll check it out. The other thing is I've been reading the manual on the Juno X off and on, and there's a lot of deep diving stuff that I got to get into that I can, the synthesizer is amazing anyway. I just figured, what the heck, I'd go a little deeper, and go a little deper and try to figure this puppy out, because it's an awesome synthesizer. It really is. It sounds amazing. But yeah, man. So I don't know what else to talk about. I'm kind of exhausted, to be honest with you. And man, I tell you, these trees look great. Fall in New England's amazing. you know. Oh, Samurai had sent me today. I guess Donor came out with an L1. This is really cool, man. L1 synthesizer, which is basically an MS1, or a copy of a clone of an MS1 or an SH1, a 101. And what's really neat about it is the keyboard is detachable, and I guess they're going to make more modules to basically click into the keyboard, which is kind of interesting, because if you don't want to use the keyboard and you just want to make it a module, it does have MIDI, so you'll be able to use the MIDI on it. It's got USB-C. It looks really cool. I haven't heard any sounds from it yet. But yeah, Donor, man, who would have thought? Donor's one of those companies, they make great guitar pedals, believe it or not. And their electronic drum series is actually pretty good. It's not Roland, you know what I mean? Roland, they're the king of the electronic drum kits. But yeah, man, this thing looks pretty cool. It's called the L1 by Donor. And like I said, I have the B1, and the B1 sounds amazing. It is goofy looking, but it does sound amazing. And I put those different colored knobs on mine. I like the knobs bigger. The knobs on the Donor B1 are very small, and it looks like they did the same thing to the L1. And now the drum machine, I forget what that one's called. That thing's sick. It sounds great. So I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that where they tried the B1 and it caught on and people bought it. I have a feeling that Donor is going to be one of those up and coming synth companies. I really do. Look what Behringer has done. Everybody poo-poos Behringer. We're the Behringer bros. We're the synth renegades. We love Behringer, and look what they've done. They have cornered the market, as far as I'm concerned. You've got Roland, you've got Korg. Those are the big staples. You've got Moog. You've got Arturia. Those are the big staples. Those are the big legacy companies, right? Arturia is definitely a legacy company now. But you got a company like Behringer and Donor that are pumping out these inexpensive synthesizers that actually sound really good. And I got to tell you, the B1's pretty solid. It's all plastic, but it's a solid little machine, So I really think that, I've had it for over a year now. It's been over a year, and it still performs well. So, I don't know. Is inexpensive synthesizers, or should I say, are inexpensive synthesizers build quality good? Are they? Right? Is the build quality good? How long will they last? Who knows? When I see build quality, I don't just mean the construction, plastic, metal, and wood. I mean, is it the build quality of the circuits and everything? Is it good? Will it last? Will you be able to use it in 10 years from now? Will it be trash? I don't think so. I think the build quality of these inexpensive synthesizers are pretty good, man. I think I've had my DeepMind 12 for what? Almost 8 years now, and it still kicks ass. It still rocks, So who knows? I just know that with inexpensive synthesizers, the nice thing about it is that you can afford them, and they're at a price point that's amazing, And for people that can't afford a lot, especially in today's economy, everything's kind of really sucks, man. Like getting gas and groceries, man, I'll tell you, My wife and I went shopping for groceries, and I think I said this before. We spent over $100, and we walked out of there with a bag of groceries, and that 4 or 5 years ago, that wasn't the situation. If I spent over $150 in groceries, I was walking out of there with at least 5 bags and and a basket. So I mean, it's crazy, man. So those of us who can't really afford a whole lot, and just because I keep buying synthesizers, I put stuff on a charge card with Sweetwater. So and I pay it off gradually. That's what I do. So I mean, that's how I budget things. But if I wasn't able to do that, I most certainly couldn't do it, and I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't put my family in jeopardy. I wouldn't put synthesizers first. Okay. So anyway, guys, I'm almost at the salt mine here to get some money and pay off some bills. I got to pay off that Juno X, and yeah, I can see you guys in the chat. I don't know who you are. Let's see. I can't see. I'm not going to get in an accident. But anyway, thanks for signing in. Thanks for joining in and listening to my little spiel. I'm a little tired. Like I said, I'm very tired actually. Taking care of a puppy really wears you out, physically, mentally, emotionally. Little guy's got some issues, and we're trying to get through it, and I think he's going to be okay. But it's draining, and it's expensive. So anyway, all right, guys. Like I always say, stay frosty, stay creative, and peace to you all.